Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ben. Today I'm coming at you with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about power slap.
Two, the pivoting.
That's it. Again.
Right, so it's slap fighting. And power slap, I don't think was the first one to do it, but they are definitely the biggest now because Dana White from the UFC has been backing it. And so today this video is going to be about the two main problems with power slap. So the first problem is the rules, and I don't know if there's anything that they can do to fix it, but the issue is this, right? The rules are very specific, and there's only so many opportunities to slap and to take a slap, right? So it's not uncommon for a DQ to happen and to end the fight over like a stepping foul, a clubbing foul. There are multiple fights that this has happened. And there's a great example of a light heavyweight championship fight with AJ Hinch where he won the fight because of a foul. And it's just kind of deflating as a fan to be like, oh, there's a knockout, but then it's DQ, right? And so it flips. I mean, it's fair, but also it's just kind of deflating. And it's like, do I really want to watch something where that happens, right? And then on top of that, sometimes there's an unfair, like, distribution of the rules, right? Where one fighter, like, they flinch all the time. Like, for example, Paige VanZant flinches a lot. And she doesn't get called for it most of the time. And then there was the controversial match between the Hawaiian Hitman and Dumpling.
Worth a try. Oh, it might have been a little high. Good slap. Oh, a good slap. Dumpling's not.
It's just, there seems to be an unfair distribution of the rules, although I do not think it's fixed. I think it's just there's a varied way that you can interpret the rules. Whether or not you should is one question, but it just seems like that's the case with the judges. They just don't necessarily, like, as far as scoring goes, but like refereeing, it definitely seems like the referees have they see different things. And I don't know if that's entirely their fault either. I don't want to disrespect the referees or people like Jason Herzog, who I think is pretty cool and he's a good referee in the UFC. But it just seems like that it happens that one person gets called for flinching and then another person doesn't. And I imagine it's hard to tell the difference, but it's still there, right? It still happens. And so unless they were able to figure that out, but I don't think there's a really good way, because the problem is like you only get so many slaps, and then once you get knocked out, you're done, right? And it's over, and so it doesn't really matter. And you can only take so many slaps. I know Slap Fight Championship does 10, but that's a lot, right, to the head. And that's going to segue to my next part, right? The next problem, and I think this is fair. I don't listen to him a lot, but Dr. Mike, which I will show a clip of him talking about it because he has, but
a video on the topic right now because
On slap.
yeah, I mean, not just slap, but like the most dangerous sports. And to me, like it takes the worst part about combat sports and accelerates it. Like, why is boxing problematic? Repeated blows to the head if someone's not protecting themselves. And here, the whole point is to not protect yourself and take blows. So it's literally taking the unhealthiest aspect and removing the healthiest aspect, which is all the cardio, the training that's required to box. So, like, to me, it's a nonsense sport.
There's when you're talking about fighting and toughening yourself up and taking shots and getting that practice, right? So there are a lot of places in the body where you can do that, right? You can do that on like the shins.
And all I do is I take it, and I start it off fairly light. Now I like to work the flat area of the shin.
You can do that on the midsection, right? Your abs, And up in here, you can do that to some extent, taking shots from different parts of the body. Whether or not it's the most healthiest thing, I don't know, but there is capability for your body to adapt to it and you to get stronger, and you can toughen up without, I think, causing... I won't say that. I won't say... No, I'm not going to say that. But the point is that there is room there to toughen it up in both those areas. The thing about the head is no, that really just doesn't happen. And this Dr. Mike talks about it, and it's the case because the head is such a sensitive area, and like when you get knocked out, and it can cause a concussion, which you can't train and adapt that. Like it causes damage, and then that's it. You're not gonna. It's not like muscles where they grow back stronger, right? That's not how it works for the head. It's such a delicate area, quite honestly. And so, and his point was that, like, even in boxing and MMA, right, kickboxing, Muay Thai, right, you're able to block and to kind of fight smart and prevent it from happening to an extent, right? But with slap fighting, you're just taking it straight, like, right? You're trying to knock them out, and they can't defend. And so that was his point, and I think that that's actually a great point. And as much as I find slap fighting to actually kind of be exciting, it's probably a big issue, and slap fighting probably should go away. I think it will just become too dangerous, and also the rules are... I think it would be hard to make a set of rules for this kind of fighting. I don't think it's necessarily the people who created it. It's just the concept in general would be a very difficult thing to create. And so that's why everybody should go watch Pillow Fighting. I'll show a little clip up here. But see, here's the thing, is that with Dana White made a comment about that, and then
pillow fighting on TV tonight here in Australia. I don't ever want to hear another word from you people about power slap, okay? Ever.
And the guy challenged him, I think, to like a 5-on-5 or 10-on-10 UFC versus pillow fighting. It's cool and, like, it's goofy. All right. It is. But that's fine, and it's less dangerous. And so I think that, and, you know, I'm sure that I haven't watched a ton of it, but I'm sure different techniques and being able to block and being able to move and make the right hits. And also there's a little bit of style that they allow. So those are my problems with slap fighting and power slap. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of what I was talking about, and subscribe. I will see you all later.